right, we are live once again. I had to take a break, but we are back in the Houston Cougars with 9 minutes into the second half have dominated, and they have now taken an 11-point lead, 46-35, as Reggie Chaney came in with a tomahawk slam. How about that for the Cougars as they're up by 11 and 11 minutes to go in the game as well. Houston has turned around ever since it was 9-0, and they've just dominated flat out. And it's an 11-point lead for the Cougs with Chaney on the run and, Tomahawk slam it down for a statement for the Cougars, up by 11. They've been incredible. I mean, they just changed the game. You take a look at the box score. Obviously, Sasser, 11 points. Everyone has gotten involved. Jarris Walker with 10. He suddenly became on fire. Shot a 3, free throws. Doing everything. 2 assists, 1 steal. Obviously, at least he got. It was unfortunate to see him get injured, but he's back and he just made a difference. 10 points for Jarris Walker all of a sudden. 8 for Juwan Roberts, 6 for Tremont March, 6 for Shed. You see everyone is getting involved. So that's really, really good for Houston. Big reason why they're in the position that they're in right now. And then, they've been hitting 3-pointers, 5 out of 15 from 3, 5 out of 16 for Virginia as well. But Houston just shooting 48% from the field is much higher than Virginia's 39%. So that's been a huge difference in the game right now. And Houston's, battled on the offensive boards in their advantage now. And then Virginia also has 9 turnovers. So that's kind of been the story of this game so far. And it's been really good for Houston over the last, 20 minutes or so. I mean, they've been playing really well. So you love to see it if you're a Houston Cougars fan. And they just need to continue to do what they've been doing. You take a look at the ESPN win predictor. Houston is now 91% on win probability at this point. But Houston just widened the gap, in the second half. Ever since the second half started, they've just slowly but surely widened this gap. And now where it's 11 points, 46-35 is really, really good. Virginia with the ball. Nice job by Reggie Chaney there on defense. That's what you want to see. Sasser. No good. No good for Virginia once again. They're coming up empty on offense. $10 to go. And Houston still has that 46-35 lead. Here's Sasser on the drive, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Houston. As Virginia is going to the bench here. I mean, 10 minutes to go in the game. Houston up by 11. They had a big lead versus Alabama, and they couldn't finish it. Hey, Emmanuel, good to see you, man. Yeah, I've got a great game going on between these two. But yeah, Houston up by 11. They just got to finish it. Last weekend against Alabama, they couldn't finish, and they're doing good this time. Just got to finish it off. Another foul on Houston. The fouls are kind of racking up here for the Cougars. As free throws for Virginia. Jamal Shead coming back into the game for Houston. Virginia cuts it down to a 9-point lead, 46-37. Shed, Walker, Sasser, Mark, and Cheney in the game for the Cougars right now. Up by 9, under 10 minutes to go. Gotta find a way to close this out. They can't let the feet off the gas here for the Houston Cougars. Tremont Mark, back out to Sasser. And a foul on the Virginia Cavaliers. Good job by Marcus Sasser. Sasser's been really heating up. Yeah, man. Appreciate you joining, Matthew. Just got to hang on here. It's a huge potential win for them here. They can just finish off this game the way they were not able to do against Alabama. They have a good shot here. Appreciate you joining, man. Sasser in the corner. Puts up a three-pointer on the wing. Short. Rebound there by the Cavaliers. Here comes Virginia back the other way. Clark is their best scorer for the Cavaliers. So you just want to try and guard him. They're doubling him, and he attacks the rim and draws the foul on Houston. Another foul on the Cougars. That's been an issue last week. That's been an issue today. Got to limit that. 8 fouls. Can't give them easy buckets. Jamal Shead with another one. And Clark at the free throw line, you're just giving them points. You cannot do that. Cutting it down to a potential 7-point lead now. And he makes both, and it is a 7-point game. Cougars up 46-39, under 9 minutes to go. Clark with 7 points, Gardner with 10 for the Cavaliers. Good sign to see Jarvis Walker in the game. He did get injured, so it was really good to see him back. Here's Reggie Cheney. He kicks it back out. Shed, three-pointer on its way. He got it. Jamal Shed nails it from downtown. Back up to 10. 49-39 Cougs. You have two big guys, Cheney and Walker, in the game, and nice block there by Cheney, but stays Virginia basketball with 17 on the shot clock. Yeah, I like this. I like the kind of role that Cheney's been bringing to the team so far. See this defense here. Two bigs, Jarvis Walker and Cheney in there. So Virginia with inbound, 17 on the shot clock. Here's a three-pointer from the corner. Lines it up, no good. And Houston rebound. Here comes Sasser, back the other way. Back out to Walker. And here's Tremont Marks, sophomore guard, of course. Was injured last year in Houston's Elite Eight run, but he's back, as well as Marcus Sasser. And a three-pointer on its way, no good that time. And Houston trying to fight for the rebound, they can't. Sasser falls out of bounds, and they're not calling a foul on Virginia. It's going to be Cavaliers basketball, as Juwan Roberts talking to the ref there. But Houston just hanging in there, just keeping that lead, 10-point lead going, as Sasser nearly got the steal there. Really good effort there from Marcus. Houston's still up. Houston up by 10, 49-39. Just around 8 minutes to go for a huge win in Charlottesville. Appreciate you guys joining. If you're enjoying, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. But it's been a really good game. Of course, Cougars got out to a slow start, 9-0 lead for Virginia, and then since then it's really been all Cougs, I'd say. Just forcing turnovers, getting wide open three-point shots that have been able to go down, and just making those plays in the paint has been really good for them. Juwan Roberts was so good in that first half, and that's really what allowed Houston to get going. And then Sasser starts to do his thing from three, and then you start to look really, really good. So, Houston's a really good team. To me, they're the best in the country, obviously, but, they just got to get this win over a ranked opponent, and if you can do it over number 2, Virginia, then you're looking real good. So, we'll see what happens. Jaden Gardner has been a big issue for the Cougars, so, trying to lock him down. He's caused problems for them in the past, and he has 10 points right now. So, if there's any chance for Virginia, they got to, get the ball to him, and, of course, Clark, who's been really big for them as well. Virginia basketball with under 8 minutes to go. In Charlottesville, number 5, Houston up by 10, 49-39. As they go at the lob, and that's a nice put in there for the Cavaliers, and press a basket. Lead back down to 8. Shedrick, nice assist there by Beekman. Here's Juris Walker, Juwan Roberts, who's back in the game. His floater got it. Juwan Roberts. He's been so big in today's game. You just cannot, underestimate the impact that he's had. 51-41 Cougars. Here's Beekman on the attack, back out to Clark. Here's a three-pointer. Shedrick couldn't get the offensive rebound, and Cougars basketball here. Six minutes to go, still a 10-point lead. Jarvis Walker being doubled, and he turns it over. There is Beekman, and here is Clark on the attack down the baseline. Beekman wide open for three, lines it up, can't get it to go, and there is the offensive rebound and put back by Shedrick. Gotta find a way to limit Shedrick on the offensive boards here, as it's an 8-point lead for Houston, under 6 to go. Full house in Virginia, they are definitely making noise. 6 second chance points for the Cavaliers. That's something that Houston would like to correct. They also are really good at that. Here is Sasser, top the key, attack, pull up, jumper. No good. Virginia basketball. Beekman. And they draw the foul. Couldn't get the and one. But 2 free throws for the Cavaliers. They've been feasting on the free throw line. There was, I believe that was Gardner. But the fouls just, they're an issue. That was Gardner. Drains that first shot. 61% from the line is Jaden Gardner. Makes that first one, though, as Reggie Chaney going to be coming in for Juwan Roberts for the Cougars. Second free throw is short. Rebound there by Chaney. 7-point lead for Houston. About 5 minutes to go. Houston's got to find a bucket here. Sasser. Back out to Shed. Shed directing traffic. Something that he does really good. Shot clock under 10. Chaney with the screen. Back out. Jarvis Walker. Pull up. Fadeaway jumper. No good. In and out. Rebound. Tremont Mark. Offensive rebound for Houston. Gonna let this clock go down even more. Jamal Shed. Trying to make something happen. Shot clock down to 5. Shed. Chaney. Kicks it back out. Walker, three-pointer on the wing! Nailed it! Jarvis Walker! Money from 3. What a huge shot. Jarvis Walker. 13 points for Walker. Now the leading scorer for Houston. Outstanding. It's a 10-point lead. 54-44, and another foul. Gardner on the attack. Gets fouled by Chaney. And he'll head to the line. Shed, pass it to Chaney. Kicks it back out. Wide open Walker from the wing. Swish. That's a great shot by Jarvis Walker. Really is. 4 minutes to go. Gardner's at the line. Makes the first free throw. Gardner's generally done really well against the Cougars. Makes both free throws. It's now 8-point advantage for Houston, 54-46. And that's a sloppy turnover there by Shed. Easy 2 points for Virginia. Down to 6. Not a good job there by Shed. 54-48. Not good. Can't have those sloppy turnovers. Nearly another one there. Crowd's getting a little loud all of a sudden in Charlottesville. Nice pass there. Jarvis Walker to Chaney, and he turns it over. Back-to-back turnovers by the Houston Cougars. Not good. Timeout, Houston. All of a sudden, it's, for some reason, those students are going absolutely ridiculous. But Clark heads up defense. Heads up defense right there by Clark, and hyping up the crowd, of course, but still a 6-point lead for Houston. Getting late. It's been a really fun game, that's for sure. Houston just trying to hang on, up by 6. Can't, back-to-back turnovers where Virginia's going to get the ball here after the timeout, and 2-possession game. Can't have those turnovers. Gotta learn from your mistakes if you're the Cougars from last week. Yeah, they have to hang on, man. I agree. They need to. This is really important. If they can get this win, it's going to do a lot of good for them. They got to hold on. It's not going to be good if you have if you give up these leads in 2 games against ranked opponents. Just a few minutes to go. Houston up by 6 with 3:42 left. Walker with 13 points. He's been huge, late in that first half. In the second half, obviously Sasser with 11 points, but now he's down to 3 out of 10 from the 3-point range. That's been an issue. We would love to see Sasser, drain a huge shot here. 35% from 3 is Houston, which is good. 46% from the field also is pretty solid. Just gotta hold on. Three-point shot from Virginia, top of the key, wide open. He misses it. But not good defense there out of the timeout for Houston. Not good. Isaac McNeely with the missed shot there for the Cavaliers. Shed on the attack. Shed to the rack. Got it to go off the glass. And huge shot from Jamal Shed right to the bucket. 8-point lead for Houston. 3 minutes to go. Here's Beekman on the attack. Wide open dunk there for Virginia. There was Shedrick. Shedrick now has 12 points. About 2.5 to go. Houston up by 6, 56-50. To Jarris Walker in the corner. Here's Tremont Mark, 3-pointer! Big shot! Tremont Mark! Nailed it! 9-point lead for Houston. What a ginormous shot that was from Tremont Mark. Absolute cold-blooded. Wasn't the cleanest jump shot, and that's a turnover by the Cavaliers. 2:10 to go. Houston up by 9. Take a look at this. You see Shed to Walker, and then Walker whips it over to Tremont Mark. Beautiful. Right in front of the Cougar bench, nails it. And it's a 9-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Houston with the ball. Shed. Houston can try and milk this clock as much as possible on every possession. Looking really good right now. Sasser being doubled, gets it over to Walker. Walker on the attack. Fade away jumper! Swish! Cheers, Walker! With what could wrap it up here. Houston up by 11, 61-50. Cheers, Walker with what I think is the cherry on top. Houston now shooting almost 50% from the field as Virginia gets that bucket counted and won. So hold up here, but 61-52. Chance for McNeely to make this three-point play here. Good attacking against, Walker, Cheney. Those guys in the paint couldn't do much, but I mean, you can't talk enough about this shot by Jarace Walker with the whole bench yelling behind him, giving him encouragement, making that fadeaway jumper. Tough shot. One of the toughest shots you'll see. He drains it. And that excites you because Jarace Walker's a five-star freshman, and Houston really loses the ball there. But it has to get you excited for the future. Obviously, this Houston team is very, very stacked this year. Want to try and get it done. Final Four's in Houston, obviously. But, seeing Jarace Walker doing what he does, I think, he's going to be the focal point for this, Cougars program for the future. So I really like what I'm seeing from him, especially today. I mean, that's pretty impressive. 15 points for him, leading the Cougars in points. So Sasser now getting double, gets it over to Mark. And Jamon Mark is fouled with 1:11 to go. Houston up 61-53. This is looking like a huge win for the Houston Cougars right now. They were number 5 coming in. Virginia was number 2. You go into Virginia in Charlottesville, and if you end up winning the way they do, you have to bring the Cougars up on the rankings. You have to shoot them back up to where they belong. They're way better than 5. I mean, they should be 1 again. They need to be 1. You beat number 2 Virginia this way? Yeah. Heck of a job. Still not over yet, but I mean, 1:11 to go. We'll see. Jarace Walker going to be inbounding here for the Cougars. You have Sasser, Mark, Shed, and Sasser is fouled there. Sasser, really, really good free throw shooter, was around 90% in his sophomore year when Houston made the Final Four. $11 points. First free throws for Sasser today. All-American guard from Dallas, Texas. His final season as a Houston Cougar, chose not to declare for the NBA draft and chose to stay, with the UH Athletics program one more year, and it's paid off well, but he misses that free throw there. Still an 8-point lead with about a minute to go. Three-pointer on its way, and it is an air ball recovered by Jarace Walker on the rebound. Even, Virginia started racking up those fouls. That's why Houston is now in the bonus, in fact. Jarace Walker at the line for a free throw. Again, Houston up by 8. As Virginia's going to bring Franklin back in the game. But with 55 seconds to go, nice free throw there by Jarace Walker. He'll shoot 2. That was his first. Trying to extend it to a 10-point lead and make it a fairly comfortable margin here. Timeout on the floor. Houston up by 10 now, 63-53. I mean, you have to hats off to them. I mean, they were down 9-0. You know, weather that early storm that Virginia is going to bring to you in this, you know, kind of environment, and you know, they find a way. Lots of people from, you know, Houston making it over here. Obviously, we love to see that. But the Cougars, you know, looking really good right now. This is going to be a huge win for them. Exactly what you needed, to, you know, get rid of that Alabama loss feeling, and they've done a really great job. Very impressed for sure. Yeah, you see some Houston fans who made the trip over. Nice to see those guys there. Virginia about to suffer their first loss of this season, or 8-0 coming into this game. Houston was 10-1. As Diekman on the attack, and they call a foul on Chaney. That's interesting. Foul on Reggie Chaney, gonna stop the clock with 43 seconds in the game. Cavaliers still down by 10. I mean, that looked like almost a clean, well, okay, I see why they called it on Chaney there. As Juwan Roberts gonna be checking back into the game for Reggie Chaney, I see he was called for another foul. That'll do it for Reggie Chaney in today's game, but he made his mark. Beekman with that first free throw make. He'll shoot two. Just a silly foul there if you're Houston. Can't do that. And he misses that free throw. Rebound there by Shep. And about a 12-second difference between shot and game clock as Sasser is fouled and he'll head to the line. Houston is in the bonus. But I mean, this was very impressive. I mean, yeah, I was kind of nervous and they're down 9-0, but you know, they just find ways to get it done. Juwan Roberts, can't tell you how big his contribution was today. You know, brought the points back for Houston. They started getting on a roll offensively, getting those points in the paint. Then you see a couple of three-pointers go down. And then Sasser started taking over. You had really great, they did really good in the paint. And then in the second half, Jarris Walker started heating up, your 5-star freshman forward. And it was looking really good from that point on. And then really a huge three by Tremont Mark late in this game with about, you know, I'd say 2-3 minutes to go. Made a huge shot to bring it back up to 10. And I think that was really the dagger. Clark to Franklin for 3, nails it. It's back to an 8-point game as Virginia fouls Houston again. Can't leave that guy open. These wide open threes don't generally go down, so that's what Kelvin Sampson was preaching to Juwan Roberts right there. Tremont Mark at the line for 2 free throws. He shoots about 85% from the line, so you really like to see that. I believe Tremont Mark is from Red Oaks, Texas. Sophomore guard. As Shedrick adds to his points total, as it's still a 6-point lead for Houston. Trying to inbound it to Mark, and he is fouled by Dunn. Tremont Mark again at the line. One of your best free throw shooters, obviously with Sasser, so. Good shot. You love to see, you know, Houston try and, you know, build that lead even more to where it looks more of a statement, you know. So if you can keep it like a 10-point win, which it is right now, 69-59, with, you know, 15 seconds to go in the game as Clark to Shedrick dunks it again. 8-point lead for the Cougars. Here's Walker with the ball, and he's gonna look to dribble this one out. And this is a Houston Cougars win. Houston, number 5, coming into Virginia. They beat the number 2 Virginia Cavaliers 69-61. Final is your score. The first road win versus a top 2 team entering today. And hats off to Kellen Sampson, Marcus Sasser, and the team. They did an incredible job winning it today, 69-61 final. And look for Houston to, jump up those rankings in the AP poll. So huge win for them. Houston goes to 11-1 on the season. Virginia loses their first ever game and drops to 8-1. But final, number 5 Houston Cougars, 69-61 over number 2 Virginia. And, that'll do it for today's game. One heck of a game. Really enjoyed it. Obviously, I mentioned it. Houston was down 9-0 early. You see Juwan Roberts make some buckets late. In that first half early. And, that allowed Houston to, get going a little bit. Juwan Roberts with 10. The main stat point for this is the whole starting lineup had a double-digit points. Obviously, Jers Walker ended up being the leading scorer for Houston with 17 points. And then you have 13 for Sasser, 13 for Mark, 10 for Roberts, and 11 for Shed is pretty incredible for Houston. And, Juwan Roberts got it started early. Then you saw Sasser start heating up from 3. And then the second half was really the Jers Walker show, him putting it together, 2 out of 3 from 3. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Really a complete game for him. A steal and a block as well. So pretty talented there. Really like Houston's performance overall. And, they get it done. They're clearly, in my opinion, the best team in the nation. They got it done again. So hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out my latest interviews and videos. And be sure to follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at MG Sports Talk. Appreciate all you guys for joining. Thank you so much. Go Cougs!